Hello everyone, and I'm Sadia here. I'll be presenting on functional diversity of prokaryotic microbes. This presentation will give an overview of the key roles and adaptation of prokaryotes in various ecosystems. So let's get started. To begin, as we all know, prokaryotes are single-celled organisms and they lack membrane-bound nucleus. They include bacteria and archaea. As we all know, prokaryotes have the ability to survive in diverse environment. Whether it is hydrothermal vents or, to polar ice caps, they can survive there. And some of the key features are like, they are very small in size and simple structure they have, and the presence of genetic material in nucleate region is the more important key feature. Then, one of the fascinating aspects of prokaryote is their metabolic diversity. They can use various energy sources. For instance, phototropes like cyanobacteria use light, while chemotropes derive energy from chemical compounds. Additionally, prokaryotes can utilize different carbon sources. Autotrophs use carbon dioxide, while heterotrophs rely on organic compounds. Their oxygen requirement also vary. Like aerobes need oxygen. Anaerobes can live without it. And facultative anaerobes can survive in both the condition, like whether there is oxygen or not, they can survive. Then comes the ecological role of prokaryotes. Prokaryotes play crucial ecological role. They act as decomposers, breaking down organic matter and recycling nutrients. For example, soil bacteria like bacillus, which helps to decompose material. Some prokaryotes fix nitrogen, converting atmospheric nitrogen into forms, usable by plants such as Rhizobia bacteria. However, not all prokaryotes are beneficial. Some are pathogenic. A well-known example of Mycobacterium, tuberculosis. As we all know, it causes tuberculosis, which we commonly say is as TB. So now comes the extremophiles. As by the name only we can see extremo, that means of course extreme. As we all know, prokaryotes also thrive in extreme environments. Thermophiles like Thermus aquaticus live in hot environment. Halophiles survive in salty areas. Acidophiles thrive in acidic condition. I mean, like this is easy, like acidophile, like from the word like acid, as they can thrive in acidic condition. Then comes the psychrophiles, flourish in freezing temperature. These extremophiles, showcase the adaptability of prokaryotes, contributing to the survival in an environment where few other organisms can exist. As extremophiles, from that name we can say they can live in any environment condition, whether it is hot spring and geothermal areas, or polar regions or radiation contaminated sites. They can live anywhere. Then, horizontal gene transfer, the short form is HGT, and genetic diversity of prokaryotes. Prokaryotes enhance genetic diversity through horizontal gene transfer or SGT. This allows them to acquire new traits without reproduction. There are three main methods of horizontal gene transfer. First one is transformation, second is conjugation, and third is transduction. So what happens in transformation is where they take a free DNA, and in conjugation it helps in involving direct DNA transfer between cells, and in transduction where bacteriophages transfer genetic material. Horizontal gene transfer play a significant role in rapid adaptation of prokaryotes, for example, contributing to antibiotic resistance. Prokaryotes in industry and biotechnology. Finally, prokaryotes play a vital role in industry and biotechnology. They are used in bioremediation to clean up pollutants like Pseudomonas purpurea, which degrades petroleum. Prokaryotes also produce antibiotics with streptomyces species begin major contributors. In food production, lactobacillus is essential for yogurt and cheese fermentation. Moreover, cyanobacteria are being explored for biofuel production, offering promising avenues of sustainable energy. This diagram shows how microbes interact with seaweed to distribution, diversity, and function. In distribution, abiotic factors like light, temperature, and acidity influence microbial relationship. And in diversity, microbiomes are isolated from seaweed tissues across season and parts, analyzed using genomic and sequencing tools. Function: microbes support seaweed by producing antimicrobial compound, aiding growth, nitrogen fixation, and recycling biomass through enzyme and metabolism. And we all know that, prokaryotes are incredibly diverse and play essential role in ecosystem, industries, and even our daily lives. So here I would conclude, as we all know, their adaptability, metabolic diversity, and industrial application make them crucial to scientific and environmental advancement. Thank you everyone for hearing me out and have a nice day. Bye bye.